What's up, guys? Welcome to the Crypto Savvy channel. We are going to do a quick update before markets open. Hopefully this video gets out before it opens, but this is going to be a short video zipping through. You can check my previous videos to look at longer term. If I do get 1,000 likes on this video, I will be doing a live stream tonight. So make sure you scroll down, smash that thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, if you want daily updates. We have been extremely accurate on this long-term bear trend. If you haven't been following, I suggest you do. Let's also make sure you leave your comments down below. Let me know what you think. I know a lot of people think I know exactly what's going to happen. What I do is I read the charts and I show you what my opinion is. Everyone's entitled to their opinion. You don't have to agree with me. I'm just sharing my opinion. So anyways, let's get into it. Pre-markets right now are Dow is down 433, S&P's down 59, NASDAQ down 104. So the markets are going to open red. That doesn't mean they have to stay red. Let's take a look at our, let's put this on the daily, our Dow Jones chart. And I talked about it yesterday. This would be our resistance, 37.7. If we are able to get above, so if we open above this, that means nothing, or I'm sorry, if we close today's candle above this, that means nothing. An open and close of one candle. So if it closed above today, above 30,700, and tomorrow's open and closed above there, then maybe we could be bullish. As of right now, like I said, this is going to be heavy resistance. I do believe it'll remain heavy resistance. This was our target from way back here in January, on January 27th, actually January 21st, when we broke this, I had this target. Now, what happens when our measured move targets get hit? They become resistance if they're broken. So we got our bounce from it, tested it for support, got support, broke below. Now we're testing it for resistance. Our next target is around 25.8. And as you guys know, I think we could be in a very bad bear market lasting another year or so. If you'll see here, this is the Great Depression. We're making the same patterns as we made back there. We could have a massive, massive, massive crash. If that happens, obviously, Bitcoin has never seen anything but a traditional bull market. I've showed before, I think Bitcoin was just one big bull market, and now we're going to have a big bear market. That's my opinion. Doesn't have to be yours. But this could be very, very, very bad for the markets. And people always say, just hold, it'll come back. Well, if you look here, this took like 30 years or something before it was able to break the all-time high. Again, guys, this is the weekly chart. DXY, we got support at our 104. Like I said, once we break this area, I think people will start to believe that this is truly a big bear market. If we look at the monthly on the DXY, I've showed this chart a lot of times. Our first target is around 122-ish, and that's the break of this rising channel here. But in the long term, this is a monthly chart, guys. This is back in 85. I think we're headed to those levels again. That doesn't mean it has to happen right away. This could take a few years, but my high target is the break of this wedge at around 172. That's very, very bearish for all markets. As you guys know, my Bitcoin compared to Amazon chart, I made this chart on December 2nd, 2021. I also made a video. If you go to my YouTube page, it's playing when you get on it, but it seems to be playing out beautifully. I made this video and this chart right, or would it be right here? Back on December 2nd, we were around 56, 57,000 when I made this video. People were calling me crazy. Now everybody is talking about it. And I actually explained in that video that's exactly what would happen. So just so you guys know, this is still playing out beautifully in my opinion. This is the monthly chart. Our monthly resistance is 24.5. We've been talking about that for a long time. You can see this huge hidden bearish divergence here. People are talking about hidden bullish divergence. That means absolutely nothing in a downtrend. We are in a downtrend. All right, so let's take a look at our long-term Fibonacci channels. I had told you once we broke this, and look where the resistance is, 24.5. Our next stop was going to be down to these levels. Now, depending on how long it takes, if it was to go straight down today, which I highly doubt, would be around 11,000. If it took next couple weeks, maybe month, 12, 13,000 before we hit our next fib level. I do expect a bounce there. Everybody will get bullish again. And then, you know, continuation of the downside once we break this. As you guys know, my targets for the lows are between 3,000 and 7,000 sometime in 2023. That is still my prediction. If it changes, I'll let you know. If you guys are interested in trading, definitely check out Prime XBT, by far my favorite exchange. Definitely check them out. You can go down. There's a link down below. Also, you can use my promo code Savvy50 to get you up to a $7,000 bonus. Savvy25 gets you 25% off of your trading fees. You can trade Forex, gold, silver, oil, S&P, Dow Jones, everything, all from this exchange. Definitely check them out if you haven't already. And let's get into the daily. So this chart is super old. This is when I called the distribution top here. We were at about 57. I told you 64 would be the top. Then once we made this wave 2, we calculated our waves 3 and 4 and 5. Then we started looking at the rising broadening wedge. I had told you down here, expect a bounce in June, and we would see an ABC correction, which we got. Everybody would get bullish, call for 100,000, which they did. So, and then once we broke here, and this was back on December 2nd also when I started looking at the Amazon chart, right? And this is why. So anyways, once this broke, our target was 24.3. Remember, this was in December. Everybody called me crazy all in here. They were still calling 100K. And I said, once this broke, our next target would be, I'll show you in the 4 hour. But let me show you how I get these targets. This here was just a measured move of the rising broadening wedge break. Boom, it hit. And then we started making the bear flag. We had a target of 25.5. Boom, it hit. And then if we just take from the break of the trend up here all the way down to here and look at this as a bear flag, that gets us all the way down to that $68,000 to $7,000 range. I showed you all the hidden bearish divergence on the way down. Like I said, I'm going to try to keep this quick, guys. Anyways, let's look at our next target. So as you guys know, our resistance is around 24.5. So it's not to say we can't get up that high, but if we do, I expect a rejection there. And our next target was that 17.7, which we hit perfectly. And we made this target back here when this broke. I made it prior. We came down, we nailed it, and we got a bounce. We were expecting a bounce. But like I said, if we break this level, our next level, and it doesn't mean it has to go straight down, guys, but our next level is around that 6,700. I really think we're going to see these. Anyways, so let's look at this. Yesterday, we talked about this being a possible inverse head and shoulders, broke back down, invalidated it. But what I said is we could end up seeing, now this is the bullish case, left shoulder, head, this being the right shoulder, come up. Now, what would we need to break to confirm that? Well, let's put this down here. Somewhere around the 21, let's say 21.7 area. If that breaks, our first target is at 24.5. If that was the break, 26.3, and then 27.9. If you want to see how I got those, watch yesterday's video. Like I said, I wanted to just get through this. So right now, 17.5, 17.6-ish is our low. If that's broken, I'm looking for the 13.1 for our next target. This looking like a rising broadening wedge. Then I talked about it yesterday. We could see if we get down to these levels, this could be a falling wedge, broadening wedge. And if we do get a bounce at that 13.1, 13.2 range, we could end up going as high as that 29 that everyone's talking about. That would be later on in the year, getting everyone bullish again. But I believe we get rejected there and come down, going to our lower targets. So again, this doesn't mean we go straight down. There's going to be bounces. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel. I will be doing updates and keeping everybody up to date on what's going on. I want to thank all you guys for watching. Now we're going to go into Ethereum. These charts are super old. As you guys know, my target's around 680 for Ethereum. We did the same thing as we did in Bitcoin on this. This chart is about 7 months old now. Playing out beautifully. And let's take a look. Well, another thing, if our bottom is in 2023, I think that Ethereum is going to go much lower than 680. This is just our next bounce target. XRP, We hit our bounce target, 28.5, got our bounce. I do believe this area is going to break, looking for around 17. Again, if we're in a long-term bear market, I see us much lower than that. Same for Litecoin, Ethereum, all of them. Litecoin, our target's 24, but again, long-term bear market, much lower. These are just my bounce areas. As we've talked about, anytime we are still below this rising channel, which we are now in gold, still bearish on everything else. My target for gold is around 1561. Again, if we're in a longer term bear market, could go much, much lower. Silver. So silver, still waiting for a break of this 20. Once we break that, looking for 15.5. Again, longer bear market could go much, much lower. Thanks again for watching, guys. Don't forget, subscribe to the channel, smash those thumbs up. Let's get 1,000 likes. I'll do a live video tonight. And share the video if you would. If you enjoy these videos, make sure you share them, get them out there. I do appreciate it. Leave your comments down below and I'm out.